What's up? What's up? What's up?
Monday, my friend.
Monday. How's everybody doing? Man, best day of the week. Best damn day of the week. Woo!
Best part of the best damn day of the week.
Well, there you go. Way to put that good qualification on the end. It is definitely the best part of the best damn day of the week.
I think my niece may be with Miss Meg.
All right. Well, hello, niece. Ron's niece, Miss Meg. If you're watching, good to see you, girl.
Good evening, Miss Miranda. See you back. Glad to see you always.
Absolutely.
Sweet Pea coming up in here.
What's up, Sweet Pea? Good to see you, girl. Mr. Tech.
Mr. Tech. Hey, look, I got to just sing some praises on Brother Tech. He's doing some amazing stuff that will be debuted at our comp. And
oh, my God.
Man, he's put so many hours into this thing, and it's so amazing. Not even going to talk about it. But thank you, Tech, for all you do. It's going to help the freedom community across the board.
I know you're not going to talk about it, but you just talked about it. Yeah, a little bit. No, but no, you're good call. Tech is doing some wicked cool shit, and we're just going to leave it at that. And a killer amount of work, but we're talking just, yeah. So if you want to see what that cool shit is, August 12th, Bearded Theater, Columbus, Indiana, Crump Theater. Yeah. Look at that. Man, that's coming up quick too.
Yes, sir.
Man, we're less than 2 weeks away.
Mr. Postman, Don Wayne's in the house.
What's up, Don Wayne? Good to see you. Fun day Monday. Oh, Yukon. What's up, my brother? Good to see you. Chicken wing. Good to see you, Jeff. Mr. McGee right there. Jacked Up Leatherworks. I tell you what, man, I've been chatting with this cool cat. I was rocking his t-shirt last week. If y'all remember, go back and watch the episode if you didn't. But, man, he's working on some cool stuff for the Beard Theater. Just saying. But, man, what a talented individual. Excited to get some leather work. What's up, Miss Bennett?
Miss Medic from Beardmont, West Virginia in the house.
Yeah.
See, girl. We got Chubby Charlie.
Man. Hey, speaking of, what's up, Mr. Baker? Good to see you. Have you and Charlie worked up any? There we go. Thank you. That's exactly what I was getting ready to ask. You guys been working up any plans? I know there's a bearded a birthday party or something coming up that yeah. That's happening.
Yeah, that's happening. Yeah, this is super top secret plan. We would love to tell you more, but yeah.
Right on. Hey, I tell you what, if you fold me into the planning, I don't know. I'm not want to make any promises, but I want to support some brothers out. So just saying.
Can't beat it, my friend.
Yes. That was such a fun episode. We gotta get Charlie back on sometime. Dude,
yeah,
that was so much fun.
We had a blast, man.
That made me giggle. So man, what are you up to? What was your weekend like? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, man, had a great weekend, really. Got to spend a lot of time with family.
Nice.
Got to get some tattoos. Me and Miss Meg both got tattoos this weekend. That was a good time. Hadn't been tattooed in quite some time, so got a little memorial piece for my mama, and she loves snowflakes, so she got her a little snowflake on her foot to match her other snowflake. Just kind of hung around, stayed local this weekend, and got a few things done. And like I said, hung out with family, and that's how it goes.
Right on. First off, I want to say thoughts out to Miss Meg and her family. No, definitely all going through some tough times. I don't know if you want to share or not.
Yeah, Miss Meg lost her grandfather yesterday, so he fought a hard fight, and yeah, so it's always hard in passing, but
cheers, sir. Yes, Meg, thoughts with you. Thoughts and hearts are with you.
Prayers for the whole family, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Hard to lose a staple.
It is. She's a ray of sunshine. Miss Meg, love you, girl. Well, and speaking of family, the piece that you got done over the weekend, it's pretty sweet tribute to a pretty amazing woman, man. I don't know if you want to share about that, but you got a little ink on your arm there that man made me smile. Yeah.
So I want to take a minute to backstory on this. We had our competition last year, the first weekend of August, Beard Mob, Indiana. we moved it this year because conflicts with mother to the second weekend. But needless to say, my mom had been in pretty bad health, was on home hospice. She passed the morning of our competition. So that day means a lot to me. That competition meant the world to me, having all the love and support of the bearding community there, my brothers. We threw an amazing event, and she watched over me. She took care of me, got through that event. But my mom had a tattoo on her arm, and I actually have some photographs from when I was a child, a baby, of her holding me, and you could see this peacock tattoo. So before my mom passed, I actually was able to get some. It's a 50-year-old tattoo, so
right.
Sent photos of it, and I had a good friend, Chase Hall, was able to extract the image on the computer. You computer people probably know what happens there, but I don't. But anyway, he pulled off the image, so I have an exact replica of my mother's tattoo on the same forearm. So I got a picture of it here. Let's see if we can.
Let's show that, man. That is just, I don't know. That just made my heart smile, dude.
So it's a cool piece, man. It's just an old traditional tattoo art flash, and it was always there. It was always, it was always in my mom's arms, and I was a mama's boy, and yeah. So it means a lot to me. It means the world. I was able to get that this weekend, a week before the anniversary of her death. So hopefully be all healed up by then. And,
yeah.
But yeah,
man, that's
good stuff. Good stuff.
That's good stuff, man. And that's when around the time we first met. And I tell you what, I think of you as way much more than a brother, man. You're a friend.
Absolutely, man. We're family.
Yeah, we're family. I love you, brother. But man, we were relatively new, and I know that your mom passed away the night before we met. I mean, the first time we really hung out was the meet and greet the night before. And I'm just rolling in town from a funeral, like, hey, man, you guys the meet and greet? I don't know if this is all right. Anyway, we chatted, and then it's been like since then, dude. We've been like connected at the hip, it seems like. But the next morning, my first beard comp, and knowing that your mom passed out, you'd messaged me earlier in the morning. I'm just like, oh my God, how the level of strength that you had to be able to carry on, and the love of the community. Just, I don't know, man. It's just
the support I had. Beard Mob Indiana, I think there was like 6 members actually camped out in my dad's yard from like that Wednesday to that Saturday, and was there with me because I couldn't leave. Mom was on hospice care, and I was there taking care of her with my dad. And so they're like, hey, like, let's just camp there. And so they did. Harry from Louisiana was up. He got to hang out. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good to have the support of everybody there with me, man. And that's really, I can't say that I'm that strong, but my family's that strong.
Well, I think that's another element that drew me in, is just the level of strength and support in this group of amazing human beings that pulled me in. And it was just, I don't know, man. I walked away thinking that, man, how could you not fall in love with a group of people like this? You know what I mean? And no, I don't know. I'm mad respect, brother. Mad love and respect.
I'll be a little more focused this year at the competition.
Yeah.
I'm a madman last year. I was everywhere.
Yeah, dude, I can only imagine. That's a ton of stuff. And yes, Charlie, beard community is the best, brother, man.
So what'd you get into this weekend, Mr. Stash?
Well, man, yeah, I was able to get fuck. Somebody keeps adding stuff to my honeydew list, so I got some stuff checked off of that. And it's me. I got no one to blame but me.
Get that dude, man. He's getting out of hand.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, he, myself, and I need to have a conversation. But I also got a tattoo this weekend, dude.
What?
So how ironic when you messaged me, you just got some ink, and I'm like, wait, I'm going tomorrow, and it's like, I don't know, it's too funny. But my son, I've mentioned on the show before, he's a tattoo artist apprentice. Out in Nashville, Indiana. He's been hitting it for a minute, and a neo trad piece is something he needed to get off his list. I've had 2, but they're all black, and it's been 25 years, and so yeah, man, it was like,
you got a tattoo when you were 2?
Fuck, I wish, man. I wish. No, man. Yeah, I'm mid 40s, so yeah, it's early 20s, 18 to 20, I think, yeah. So, but no, and you've likely heard me mention on the show before too, man. My brother, he passed away about 6 years ago, and so he's always on my mind. So, my son designed a tribute piece for his uncle, my brother, as a torch. You know, I'm a big symbolism junkie, just like you. You know, getting that piece for your mom. But yeah, this is a torch, man, because it's about carrying on the torch from those that came before you, being the light in others' darkness. You know, that's a mantra that I
love the symbolism, brother.
But it's got, you know, the bottom burl is purple for the month of February. It's my brother's birthday. The blue in the bottom of the handle is, you know, my brother always had a blue hat on for whatever damn reason. It always seemed like he had a blue hat on, but especially in some pictures that Miles has with his uncle. So his initials are hidden kind of in the handle. Christopher Allen, you know what I mean? So if you look closely, you can see his initials in the middle, and, you know, red symbolic of him and I taking a road trip out to Boston years ago. And so it's just, you know, I was just, I'm blown away, man. It was tough. It was tugging at the heartstrings. I mean, don't get me wrong. It tingles right here in the wrist. It'll kind of get you a little bit. So, you know, if anything, there were tears of just, man, being able to share that moment, getting tattooed by my son with a design that he drew as a tribute to his uncle, my brother, was just like, I don't know, man. Just
that's big, man. That's big.
Blew my mind away.
Absolutely,
man. But
absolutely,
yeah, I was fucking stoked. Man.
I got to tattoo on my dad one time, and I tattooed for a lot of years. If you didn't know that, but that's one of the best memories I have from tattooing was tattooing my dad. So that's that's gonna be a cool memory for him too.
Absolutely. No, I mean it was cool. It's cool. I know he's already had a chance. His mama beat me to it. You know, whatever. She came down a month or so ago, so she's able to walk around collecting a piece. But it was whatever. Sooner or later is always sweet. So we got more in the plan, man. Yeah, there's a lot of blank canvas on here for him to tattoo stuff that's outside of his normal genre. I know he'll do it for me, maybe.
Coming next season, Tatted Stash.
Hell yeah! Ooh, look at that. That's an idea for a show. We get, like, you know, tatted beard business. You know what I mean? We get on and talk about tattoos or something cool. That'd be kind of neat.
Hey, we can have a tattoo special. I'm in.
I bet we could find a few people to come along for the journey. Sweet. Well, man, yeah. What do you think? We got a pretty cool guest coming on tonight. I know he and I have never met. You guys have crossed paths a couple times. We got to chat backstage a little bit, and he seems like a pretty sweet dude. I'm looking forward to chatting with him this evening.
Yes, absolutely. I just got to point out that Miranda said Ricky and Pedro said hi. Remember them from the bowling? Oh, Ricky.
I do. What's up, Ricky? Yeah. Good to see you. Good to see you. Appreciate you watching.
Well, Stash, let's roll this intro and get to this guest, man, because he's got plenty to talk about.
He does got a lot of cool stuff to talk about. So let's do it, man. I dig it. Right on. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Hey, loving that intro still, brother.
I'm telling you, I want to make some adjustments or try a new one, but at the same time, I don't know. If we did, we have to do another one. We have to, like, do that one and then, like, the other one or something. What's up, country? Good to see you, brother.
Big country.
We'll have to add, like, we'll have to do, like, the tatted stash and red intro or something.
We're gonna switch it up.
Yeah.
You're gonna spend another 8 hours in your garage on the computer is what you're about to do.
Yeah. Well, I wish it only took 8. Shit, that was a long night, but it was fun. I had fun doing it. Anyway, let's get Jeremiah on here and talk about it. I'll let you add him. Otherwise, we're going to hit the button at the same time.
Well, let's bring him in, Mr. Jeremiah.
What's up, everybody?
How you doing?
I was over here trying to crack open a glow stick for that intro.
Dude, oh my God, it's got some wicked '80s vibes to it, doesn't it?
Hey, yeah, it was a jam. It was a jam.
I was backstage rocking out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I found a free template to try to be able to work with, but the problem was that was like the fourth one. Everyone I came to was like, for $19.95, you can. I'm like, no, we're gonna go with the free version, not the
We're gonna rave out here every time. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a disco party, man. We got disco ball going.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Gentlemen, can I just say I absolutely love your tattoos that you got and the meanings behind them. That is beautiful. So,
man, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Definitely proud of them.
Great artwork on both of them as well. So loved it.
Right on. No, I appreciate
Charlie's
that.
Got a Charlie,
get in my mouth, okay?
That's the attitude I like.
Yes. I've seen him I'm sure you have too, in plenty of speedos, and I am mildly attracted. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest.
Man, I appreciate your honesty.
We had Chubby on the show, and it was an absolute riot. And then now I got roped into doing a dual gig with. It's going to be I forget what he said. Tall and slim, short. I don't know. He's got a real catchy title. I'm coming out and my stage name is Casper. It's just going to be great.
Yeah,
wow.
Everybody's excited.
Was it Chubby and Slim or Tall and Slim or something like that? Because it's Chubby Charlie, and I don't know, but yeah, it was.
He's bound to tell us here in a minute. I'm just waiting for it.
I guarantee it. That man is not silent, okay?
big and tall, fat and small. Yes, there we go. We had half of it. No, I'm telling you. No, he's a good dude. I had a chance to meet him out in Missouri earlier this year. Now, I had the honor of seeing What's Up, Hot Wheels. Good to see you, brother, man. Not had the honor or the privilege to see in person, but man, I tell you what, some of the pictures, I don't know that I could miss something like that if I'm in, a 6-hour driving window. Seriously.
Well, and Charlie, what was that, like 2 years ago? I think it was like 2 years ago. I was the MC for a beard competition out there in Missouri for them. So like it was a blast. Great group of people out there in Missouri. It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Was that Wicked Whiskers?
Yeah. I think it was their first.
So yeah, because I think this past year was the second. That was my first, by the way. So,
I emceed the first one. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's one thing I haven't got to do yet. It's MC.
It seems like that's all I get to do. So because they're like, hey, you don't give a shit. Get up there. I'm like, all right. How bad do you suck at life? I mean,
I think it'd be fun. I think it would be fun to MC a comp, honestly.
It is a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, and you get kissed a lot. So obviously,
Well, it's good to know.
See, yeah, right on, man. See, it was a great group of people that were out there. We had a blast. It was a lot of fun.
Man, the whole Big Whisker, Wicked Whiskers Facial Club is just awesome. Great group of guys.
Absolutely.
They are. We had Michael Halvey on. I mean, just a shout out to Wicked Whisker. We had Michael Halvey on Caveman about a month or so ago. He pitched the backpacks for kids. I don't know if anybody saw the update. He was selling stickers and patches, and man, they raised a shitload of back to school stuff for a local community. Yeah. I'm not even going to try to quote the number of backpacks that they had. But it was a ton. It was like so. Anybody watching the show jumped on that and all the postings. They're really, he's really good about posting it everywhere. But shout out Wicked Whiskers for a hell of a job raising some good stuff to charity.
Well, and I tell you what, oh, absolutely, Holvey, that guy, I love that dude to pieces because as we get to talk and I tell you how many things I'm into, like I stretch myself super thin, but
dude, you're everywhere.
Supports me so much, shares my posts no matter what business thing I'm doing, so he's just a good dude through and through. And that's the beauty of the bearded community is that I got to meet him and our paths probably would have never crossed. I mean, enough to where we would have talked. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm in Lexington and he's in Bumblefuck, Missouri. With like
I think it's Farmington. I think it's actually like Bumblefuck Farmington or somewhere around that.
So funny.
Jeremiah was close enough.
Oh yeah,
Bumblefucking Farmington.
Well, funny story about Farmington. So when I found out I was going to MC, I'm like, oh, this is I think he was like, it's outside St. Louis. I'm like, oh, this will be cool. I go into, because I'm a big city guy. I like going to big cities. I like finding record stores. I like finding, cool little oddity shops. That's like my thing. So I go and I look it up and I'm like heading right towards St. Louis. And then it just cuts left and shoots me south. And I'm like, no, wait, where are we going?
2 hours. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
And then, but I looked it up.
It's just outside. It's just outside of St. Louis, like 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, I remember looking it up on Google Maps of like the venue, and I tried to like turn it around, and it was just like a cemetery and a stop sign. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Run the one stop sign in town, did you?
Yeah. Yep. This is the weird. I've seen this movie. It doesn't end well.
You're looking around at the vehicle to all the passengers thinking, who's making it, who's not? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's wild.
Well, shit. So man, I don't know. Like I said, backstage we met. And it's like all of a sudden, it's like we know people and shit. We're all over the place. We haven't even dived in. But man, tell us who you are. For those at home watching along that don't know you, obviously we all have some connections. So yeah, tell us who you are.
Jeremiah Duncan. I'm in Lexington. I've got 2 boys, 17 and 9, and I've got 3 dogs, 2 pit bulls. That's kind of my breed. I've done a lot of charity work for pit bull rescues and things like that. It's kind of near and dear to my heart, trying to change the whole look and persona of what people perceive them as. But I do that. I work full time at a Toyota manufacturing facility. So that, of course, is like Monday through Friday, 12 hours a day. So that alone, what's up, Kyle? I love him. That alone takes up quite a bit of time. But on top of that, I do, I've got a screen printing business that I do called Flesh and Blood Print Shop. You can find it at fleshandbloodprintshop.com. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, all that fun stuff. I also have a clothing line that I do that's called Blood Witch Unlimited. So that's got a website too, and it's on all socials. So it's kind of like true crime stuff and occult things. And like, I've actually got my original Instagram account for that band. What did me in was the Jeffrey Dahmer cooking apron. So it said it said "Kiss the Cook." Apparently, people didn't like it.
The Jeffrey Dahmer cooking. That's dark, man. That's dark. Yeah.
There's my buddy Balcar. It literally says it said "Kiss the Cook." So I ended up getting a permanent ban on that account. But
nice.
So I also with that clothing line, I also try to support like underground music and release shirts for them, so that way they get money and stuff, So I do that. I play in a band myself called Small Steps. We're a punk band. We're on all streaming platforms as well. We actually just recorded and getting ready to drop a new album. That's me.
Hey, look, it's you. That's you.
Yeah.
That guitar picking man there.
That's right. On the old Git Fiddle. Yes.
The Git Fiddle. Getting her done on the Git Fiddle. Hell yes.
Let's see what else. I just wrote a book recently. There was that.
So yeah, I saw that in the pictures, and I did. So I read. You sent a bio, and you wrote a book. Oh, dude, you're fucking everywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. That book had been like a work in progress for like 5 years. You can get it on Amazon. They got I got the Kindle version up there as well as the copy you can order from them. So. But yeah, it's kind of one of those things that I like to stay busy. So
it definitely sounds multifaceted. You got dipping your toes in a little everywhere.
And on top of that, I'm also a captain of Bearded Villains Kentucky. So yes.
Holy shit, man. Dude, you're I don't even You said
That's
I like to
another
stay
full-time
busy.
job.
I'm thinking, holy shit, brother. Oh
Yeah.
my.
Yeah.
Where to start? We need like a 4-part episode just to
I'm
talk
telling you.
about all the everything you just mentioned. Holy
So
smokes. I guess first off, let's start with just from a bearding community perspective. When did you get involved with the villains, and how'd you get involved with the community?
So it's kind of funny. I'd say it was probably about I don't know, like 6 years ago is when I really got involved. It was kind of one of those things where I saw these old pictures of my dad when I was a baby, and he had like the beard. It wasn't big, but I mean, it was like full on like 70s, like
Right
it looked
on.
good. Like it was like a full beard, and he always had a great stash, just always looked really good. And I always had some sort of chin strap, or I mean, just looking back, you're like, what the hell's wrong with me, but it's like, I always had some sort of facial hair, and decided, I'm like, maybe I should start to grow it out. This is really what set it forth. Was I had all these things stacked up for me to get into bearding, because I went to a private school, so you had to be shaven. Like if they saw a 5 o'clock shadow, they would literally hand you shaving cream and a razor and make you go shave. So, from going from that to my first wife, I know it sounds like a Jerry Springer episode, but like my first wife, like she, I came home one time, I had a little slip of the thing and I had to shave completely. And I'm just out there mowing the grass, and she comes up, I'm like, hey, and she just starts crying. I'm like, okay, never leave the face clean again, like always have facial hair. Got it.
I think it was in our wedding vows that I had to keep a beard.
Yeah, smart. Yeah, my chin's about this big. It's just like it's really tiny. It's good to kind of keep this hidden. But I'll say about what
it just kind of brings fullness.
Yeah. So I'd say about 5 years ago, I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to grow it out. We'll see what happens. And really, what kind of got it going was the wife number 2 was like really into like essential oils and stuff, so she was like, you ought to start making your own beard oil. So I actually had a beard oil company for a while, and that's kind of what got me into. I was like, wait, bearding's a thing? Like I just thought this was like me, like doing stuff, and then found out about a beard competition here, Title Beard, that we used to have all the time in Lexington. It was really good competition that they used to have. And ended up setting up there, selling some of the wares, and all these things.
Right on.
It's just like I started meeting people, met some of the villains from the Kentucky chapter that happened to be there. And I think it was just one of those things, ended up getting connected with them because they were there. You know what I mean? So, made plenty of, I think the thing that it's funny, because you always hear about like these little tips from like other chapters and all these things, like it's just, it is what it is, but because everybody's got their own little mindset. But one thing that we really take pride on at our chapter is like everybody's welcome. So, I mean, y'all are doing the same stuff we're doing. I don't give a shit what title you got, what name you got on your patch, it does, none of that stuff matters to me. Like what matters is we're trying to make
how we roll, man.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's 100%. Why, I mean, that's really what it's all about, So some people, and I think it's gotten, I actually went on a show with Ray. Do you know him?
Oh, yeah, we know Ray.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I went on, I did his show a while back, and we kind of talked about this because, of course, they're in Kentucky as well. And he's like, why does it feel like it's more inclusive here? I'm like, because we don't give a shit. Like, I think, and trust me, I love my bearded villains, so I'm not knocking us. But a lot of times we have an event and then it's just like, hey, where's everybody else? We're just over here doing our own thing. You know what I mean? And I'm sure other clubs are like that. I'm sure sometimes the ball up in Pennsylvania with Mad Vikings like that, it's just a bunch of Viking people, and there's just occasional sprinkles of other people, which is fine, but it's, we've actually got a beard event coming up on, thank you, Charlie. Yes, sir. September 16th, we've got a beard competition in Lexington. So y'all are invited and welcome.
That's definitely,
that's awesome. Yeah, we got to get some details for that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I can send you guys some information, and we're
we'll
doing
spread the word.
Absolutely. Yeah. We would have loved this year. We're doing something a little bit different. We normally used to do it at like a bar that would allow all ages outdoors. It's kind of like an outdoor bar. But this year we actually changed it up a little bit and tried to make it even more family friendly to where we're doing it at a hotel and we rented the room and we got discount rooms. So people can stay at the hotel, and then Friday we'll do a little meet and greet. Everybody can go to the bar, hang out and do that stuff. But then Saturday you could just hang out at the venue at the hotel and, kind of just hang out with everybody. So, I'll definitely send that information to y'all, but yeah.
No, send that over, man. And yeah, we need to get all your handles on various platforms, like all 53 different.
I sent him a link. I was like, you know what? Here's a link because there's too many. So
there you go.
Well, we push that out on the Bearded Business page, man. Absolutely,
that'd be awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah. And maybe I don't want to get ahead of the gun here, but maybe we'll have you on closer to the show, and you can come on and plug your comp a little bit before that takes place as well.
Yeah, I'd love that. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Sweet.
Always have a good time at Villains Comps. I actually got the honor of judging for the Southern Indiana Villains last year, so that was a good time. And then
was I the MC for that one? I think I was the MC. Who MC'd that? Was that me? I've MC'd a bunch of their comps in Southern Indiana.
You know what? It was you. Now that you said that, I'm thinking I recognize your face. I swore I recognized it. Yeah, dude. That was my second. That was my second competition. I do. You were the MC. Holy fuck!
Me.
So strange.
I told you I get asked all the time.
There was a big porcelain plaque right next to the stage that said capacity 420.
Yeah.
And of course, we had to get a group photo.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, that was a good
time. Down to Smoky Mountains Villains last year before last. Had a great time. That was a huge competition. It was a great time.
Well, they're the ones that kind of inspired us to try the hotel, because they'll do them at hotels, and same with like Knox Villains and things like that. So
what we done with our first one, we done the hotel and then rented out the conference rooms and had blocks right there. It's a good time, man. It works out really well when everybody's staying together and can get together and hang out and fellowship and just have a good time.
Absolutely.
I just found a picture. I'm going to shoot it to you, Ron. You can get it plugged in faster than I can.
All right.
But yeah, no, you were definitely emceeing, bro.
That's hilarious.
No, it's
funny how we cross paths all the time.
Yeah.
No, it's too funny. I just sent it, man. Hopefully it's on its way.
I got it.
There, and I actually sent you the flyer for the meet and greet and for the event. So.
Okay. Cool.
Got it.
So that way.
So while he's pulling that up, I mean, what was the first of your entrepreneurial kind of thoughts about diving into? Because when you named off several, and obviously the book was, kind of, I'm probably started somewhere along that path. But what'd you get into first? What gave you the mindset to do it?
Well, are you talking about the book or just being an entrepreneur?
Just to being an entrepreneur, and
So
and an MC.
Hey, that's me.
Look at there.
What is wrong with my eye?
I don't know. I don't know what you were. I don't know. Yeah. There may have been a better picture. There may have been a better picture, but I'm like, that's definitely you and me in the foreground. Yeah. Anyway,
that's awesome.
Anyway, sorry.
My entrepreneurship really started when I was in high school. So I was in a band in high school. That's when I first started playing music and everything.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? I want to start a record label. So I started a record label in high school and started putting out music things. So it was pretty. That's really what's ended up kind of getting the ball rolling. That. So yeah, and then it just kind of.
Does your record label still exist?
So I kept it from. Let's see, I graduated in '99, showing my age, but graduated.
Well, hey, you're younger than me, bub.
Yeah, it's a trickle down effect. See here, yeah. But yeah. So so that label, I guess I started in like 97, 98. and then I ran it till about 2000, and then I sold it, and somebody else,
Nice.
ran it, and I think it's defunct now. But I just didn't
Nice.
have time. Yeah, with trying
You got
to go to college.
gotcha. You got out while you
starting
while
a
you-
record label in high school. That's big.
Well, I had to be smart about it because I didn't have any money. So the very first thing that I put out was a comp, like various artists. So I'm like, I had to convince them. I'm like, hey, oh my God, thank you, Charlie. So
You literally said at the beginning of the thing, you get it in my mouth. I'm just gonna I don't want to bring that back, but it's still stuck in my mouth.
Oh,
we
wait,
gotta add a parental advisory to the intro pretty soon because
it happens. Well, I've also been sipping on sake, so that's probably my fault too. So
it happens.
yes. Anyway, so I had to actually try to raise money and I'm like, hey, you want to be on this various artist thing? Pay $100. I'll give you 30 CDs. You sell them. I put your information in here. I'll sell it out. I send it out to like reviews, and so they paid for it. And then I was able to use that money to get out the next release, and then it just kind of kept snowballing. So,
and you sitting on the street corner with a trench coat with CDs. What you got?
Pops
you
is
got
Trump.
Yeah.
Yep.
Harley Speedo. Like a
Yep.
Marketing, man. It's marketing.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just been ingrained in me. I don't know if it's the work ethic my dad kind of instilled into me because he dropped out of high school, ended up going back getting his GED and then getting college credits. And now he works for a company that does like non-destructive testing. Like they'll go to all over the world. But now he's the guy that they call when they can't figure stuff out. Like, because he's even these like college people that just got out, they're supposed to know everything. They're like, hey, you've been in the business. Like, hey, can you help me? So you
gotta love those guys. The fresh out of school, no sense of fucking world.
Oh my God. Trust me, I know. I deal with them at work. They're typically
education sometimes never can beat experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, you're gonna learn today in the factory, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. So, just for full disclosure, man, I grew up on the shop floor, and that's when I realized I need to go back to school. So, yeah, I may have a couple things hanging on my wall, but you know what? Just because you do, don't mean dick. Get out here and fucking learn it. Get out here and show me. That,
well,
anyway.
that's why I moved up because I didn't want to be on the assembly line for 30 years. But luckily, I'm a pretty good. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a pretty good bullshitter. So I can give these presentations to upper management. They're like, "Man, this guy knows what he's talking about," and I'm like, "I don't even know what this is." Like,
yeah. Where am I? Who?
Yeah, you're not even in your area.
Year is it? Exactly, Charlie. When all in doubt, just wiggle the hips and smile. Yep.
Promotion.
Yep. Make sure you got a pair of tearaway pants on, just in case they think you're bullshitting. Dazzle them.
Yeah. I love it.
So you're working full time,
on
the regular, and obviously working full time in the background. What's your?
Yeah. That's actually the shop back here.
I noticed it looked like some screen printing activity going on in the background there, bro.
Yeah. I put it on pause because you all are so important. So.
Oh well, we appreciate it.
Tugging at the heartstrings, man. So
making sure.
Ow! Yeah, that's actually one of the shirts from a clothing line. So yeah,
I like it.
That's cool.
I like it, dude. No, I really dig that design. Actually, you still got those available? I'm gonna check that out.
I do. Yeah.
Look at that! You made a sale.
Yeah. Boom.
It's a bit warm for long sleeves yet, man. I do like a good long sleeve.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it. That's right, Mr. Baker. Yeah. Absolutely. So, what's your favorite? What's your favorite of all the gigs you got going on? If you could pick one, it's like trying to pick your favorite kid. But obviously, you're into everything, and so is there your music?
My oldest son. Oh, well, sorry. I thought you said kid. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I got two, so I struggle to pick a favorite. You know what I mean? Hey,
I
you're my
do too,
favorite
man.
son. You're my favorite daughter. You know, I go kind of that route. I split.
You always tell them when they're, because since it's two boys that I got, you know, when they're separate, it's like, hey, you're my favorite. Don't tell your brother though. You know.
Pit them against each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, as far as my favorite, I mean, like I said, I did the beard oil stuff and beard balm and stuff. I absolutely loved doing that because I felt like an alchemist, and I love like old alchemy stuff. You know, just like I'm into like the occult stuff. Like that stuff just fascinates me. So
Right.
to think of me over there like an alchemist, like pouring all these things together to create something, you know. And I mean, using the double boiler to make balm. I mean, it was just really, really cool, you know.
Science.
Cool.
But
Science.
You obviously know how oversaturated that market is, though. You know what I mean? They're literally, everybody makes it. You know, what's up, Dad?
What's up, Dad?
But everybody makes oil and stuff. And
Speaking of, hey, there's Mr. Red Norcross.
There he is. He's got a pretty good stash too, by the way.
He's got a fucking amazing stash. Mine ain't worth the shit, man. I ain't even trying to brag nothing, but no, there's some amazing stashes in this group. Anyway, back to alchemy.
I can't grow the stash. It won't grow on me. I don't know. I eat too many tacos or something. I don't know what it is. Eating all that hair at the same time, you know. But I don't know, man. Like I said, that was fun, but it just basically paid for itself. Not that I'm trying to make bank, but you know what I mean? It's nice to have some kickback. You know,
when you put time into something, you want to see a reward.
Yeah, absolutely. And I did it for about 3 or 4 years. It was called Hiram Grooming Company. So like everything was like all organic, all natural, cruelty free. You know, I used Candelia wax instead of beeswax. So it was a little bit thicker and stuff, you know, like I tried to do like a little niche style things, and everything was Freemasonry themed.
Oh,
you know,
nice.
so, you know, it just had a cool vibe to it, and I loved what I was doing. But like I said, I mean, you literally have to grind nonstop doing that, like going to trade shows, going to places, and
that's
there
ain't no faking it.
It has to be your full-time job. You know?
Yeah, there ain't no faking it till you make it. That is I don't pardon the expression, but balls deep, just really you're after it, right? I mean, you got to be everywhere. How do you get your stuff? Social media, and I'm relatively new to Facebook. I've only been on for just over a year. So, the social media certainly presented some cool opportunities to get your stuff and your name out there. But face-to-face, word of mouth, people want to see it, to touch it, smell it,
well,
you know,
all that's what I was going to say, especially with like an oil. Like you can describe what the scent is all you want, but I mean, until you actually smell it, not even here, but like in here, it makes a huge difference, you know, because you know how it is. Some of them smell different once they're in. So
yeah, they change. Bro. Some are real sweet in the bottle, and you put them on, and it mellows right out.
Yeah.
I've started using some oils. Well, honestly, I don't know. Mike Wiseman, if you're watching Hemp Wizard, he was talking about beards and balms, and he's talking about oils. So I've actually started using oils just in the morning. You know what I mean? Some type of conditioner. Honestly, it feels a little softer and stuff. But I think the way that the oils react to the hairs can be a little bit different too. Because I've got a couple different varieties that I've acquired over the last year. I've got, I got drawers of shit that I don't ever. Yeah, but oils they can make a difference. I think also just in the way that they absorb.
Yeah. Well, and so I'm actually an ambassador for Gibbs Grooming. So I don't know if you ever tried Gibbs stuff before, but
I have not.
Even if I didn't use their stuff or wasn't an ambassador for them where they sent me stuff, like I'd probably still use their oils, especially because their oils are a lot thicker than what your normal oils are. And I liked that, you know, like, I mean, because to me, a lot of times you go to put a few drops in and you go to put your hand and it's just like almost running out of your hand, you know? And I don't know. I really like their smells, and, you know, they've got you can actually get, I mean, they're a pretty good sized company. You can get them at like Sally Beauty, you know, and if you go to Sports Clips, get your hair cut, they actually use Gibbs products there too. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's pretty big size company. So,
sounds like
pretty cool.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Give them a look.
So I can't let this go without talking about this book because it seems like it's been a pet project for a while.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's talk about it. So let's let the dead speak, and then let
Yes.
Jeremiah speak.
So I'll try to give the Cliff Notes version here. I started this.
Wait. Is there a Cliff Notes version, or we got to buy the full damn
Gotta
thing?
buy the whole thing. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
But now,
secret stash. We're getting the Cliff Notes now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Record this and watch it later. There you go. But at the time I was living in Winchester, Kentucky, and so it's probably 20 minutes outside of Lexington. Small town. Okay. You know, it's really, really cool. Kind of run down, you know, but it's starting to kind of make its way up. Anyway, where I lived at was kind of in a rougher part of town, but I'd always walk everywhere because I mean, everybody's scared of me because, you know, I'm the scary tattoo guy. So nobody really messed with me. So I could walk wherever I wanted because they didn't really know me. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, we talked to him once. He's nice. Okay, we can rob him. No.
We can rob him now.
He's nice. Let's rob him. But there was this abandoned building on Main Street. The thing was Far and a feed and seed company. The thing had been there since like, God, I don't know, the 20s or the 1800s. It'd been there for a long, long time. And they used to grow hemp and sell hemp out of there, as well as feed, seed stuff, you know. Anyway, I always just was obsessed with that building. So anyway, this book is essentially what that's about. Me kind of doing some urban exploration, finding a journal in there. So when I first started writing in there, I was doing all first person of like just sharing the journal of like, okay, hey, I did this, I did that. And then I got about 4 chapters deep and I'm like, I saw the word I so many times I was going cross-eyed, you know, so I'm like, I gotta change this to more story mode. So that's kind of like
literally cross-eyed. You cross-eyed and went, yep.
Yeah, exactly. They were going different ways. It was bad. So I ended up, that's why I kind of set it on the shelf, and just kind of stopped doing it for about 5 years. And then about last year, I'm like, you know what? I need to check mark this box, much like I got to knock out the neo-traditional check mark box. You know, that's how I felt about this. I got to finish this damn book. It's just sitting there staring at me, you know? So ended up doing it. Actually been getting pretty good reviews on it. It's essentially about a guy in Winchester that his grandmother dies and he wants to connect with her again. Well, she showed him how to use Ouija boards and how to connect with spirits on the other side. Well, once she passes, all he wants to do is talk to her. Well, he can't get any communication. They're like Ouija board, dowsing rods, nothing is working for him to be able to contact her. So he starts thinking, all this shit's fake. Like, this guy, it's not real. She was pulling my leg and all these things. So he's like, I got to perform experiments to see if I can make this, prove it or disprove it. So essentially he becomes a serial killer to where he finds somebody, cuts off like their index finger and then kills him. And he's like, all right, goes over to the Ouija board and is like, all right, what finger did I cut off? To try to communicate with them. And they're like, fuck you. It's like, hey, it's working, but like he's trying to use them to contact his grandma to be like, hey, like, I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to sort through this shit of life, but I can't because you're not talking to me. And that's the only person he really connected with. So anyway, he goes on kind of a killing spree, but you also have the townspeople trying to figure out how are these people getting murdered so brutally and these bodies are found. And so you got, the town, and it's set like in, the early 1900s. So, there's, it's kind of, they're trying to figure out what's going on. There's a lot of landmarks from Winchester that are in here, like key points of time that they had at the Opera House and stuff like that. So, I don't want to give away the ending, but it's definitely quite the ride, and it's a quick read. It's pretty easy. It's only a couple hundred pages. So
hold it back up. What is it, about 250, 300?
Yep. Let's see here. You're looking at 175. There you go.
Please tell me half of its pictures.
There's a picture of me on the back.
That's awesome. No, dude. No, so, that's awesome. No, I'm definitely gonna check that out. Yeah. It sounds like an interesting read, man. For sure.
Awesome.
it was kind of cool how it all came together, because then, my girlfriend was like, "So wait, you just finished it?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh my God, I'm with an author." I'm like, "Oh, don't start." Like I'm like, this will probably be the one and only. Like, it's just like I said, it's one of those things I have to get this done, but I've had a few ideas twirling in the head, but we'll see. So who knows?
And is this your first time getting published? This book the first time that you've been published for?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So.
Hey, never say never, because this could end up in a whole series, man. The next urban exploration you do could lead to the next book.
Yeah, you never know. So
I know a great place you could come explore.
Oh, I love doing that stuff, man.
We're having a competition at August 12th at the Crump Theater. It was built in 1871. And trust me, we spent like 6 hours doing nothing but exploring one day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
See, I love that stuff. I spent the night at Waverly Hills in Louisville one time. And I don't know if you've heard of that place, but it's infamous. The sanatorium. I mean, that shit was wild. It was me and two ladies, from Australia. And that's it. It was only us in the whole building. So, I mean, you want to talk about, it was wild.
That sounds wild on so many levels. I mean, I don't know. Is that planned? Is that just you showed up? I don't know. That sounds like another show.
Hello.
No, so how that panned out was I had met this one Australian girl, because I go to Scarefest all the year, every year. I'm a huge horror fanatic. Like, I love horror movies. If you could
you
see
and my son would have a lot in common. That's the only reason I know about Waverly, is because my son has been to a couple sanatorium overnight fucking not sleepovers, but just you know what I mean.
Well, I've got like autographed memorabilia all in the print shop. It's like covered of like horror shit. So anyway, I met her at a Scarefest in Lexington one time, and we hit it off. We were talking. She had a podcast in Australia about paranormal activities and investigating things and stuff like that. And her friend was going to come back to America the next year, and they were like, "We're going to investigate all these places, and we're going to go Waverly. Would you want to go?" I said, "Yeah, I think it'd be awesome." Hell yeah. She was like, so the way that it was set, and now it may be even more expensive now, but at the time they said you could do a group of 10 people. It's $1,000 to spend the night. And so it was like, well, you divide that up between 10 people, it's really not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? To be able to do it. So I was like, "Do you want me to chip in?" She said, "No, if you drive all of us up there, you can come in for free." So I'm like,
that's a good deal.
Yeah, sweet. Well, Scarefest rolls around. I'm like, "We're still on, right?" She said, "Well, everybody canceled but me and Allison." I said, "What?" I'm like, "Please let me chip in."
No, I'm still going for free, right?
Yeah. Well, I tried to be the nice guy and be like, "I'll chip in." She's like, "Nope, we told you that you were going to be free, so just drive us." So I mean, yeah, it was wild, man.
That was your first paid chauffeur gig.
Yeah, exactly. Entrepreneur. Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Way to go. No, I would have been down to chip in too.
Pre Uber. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool, man. I've done a few other investigations.
What's up, Doc? Good to see you, Mr. Wilson.
But yeah, it's I love all that weird stuff, man. And that's kind of how my house is set up. I've got
Waverly.
Huh?
Set up like Waverly?
Well, I've got pictures everywhere. I have been told that there are ghosts that live here, but I haven't really seen anything other than like shadow people. So if you see anything behind me, please warn me.
No, we'll give you a heads up, man. Yeah, horror
starts walking.
I mean, I don't know what it is. My son is all about horror and all that, which is awesome. It's cool. I mean, some of it's just not for me. It's all dark and that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm a slasher kind of horror film kind of.
Yeah.
Paranormal just kind of, I don't know. It spooks me a little bit. Ain't gonna lie, but
honestly, that is my favorite, but also my scariest genre of horror is paranormal stuff. Because I'm like, that just the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's for sure, for sure.
I love it. Oh,
A lot of people into it, man. True crime and horror. It's there's a lot of people into it.
Well, I think it's one of those things where you can almost validate your existence because you're like, at least I'm not that fucked up. You know? It's like, well, it could be worse. I could be eating people in my apartment,
Yeah.
It could be,
It makes you feel sane.
Kiss the chef or whatever your apron said, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You want to see my Volkswagen? That's
so
another.
I always like to see an artist at work. So we do have a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Hard at work. Look at that focus. Laser eyes.
Yeah, I probably ruined that shirt.
No, that was probably the best one. Look how focused you are. That was probably the best one.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's the cool thing, and it's the cool thing about like screen printing is like I print a shirt and then I'll go somewhere and be like, oh my God, I printed that one, and just knowing that somebody's wearing a shirt and they have no idea that I printed it, but I'm over there fanboying because it's my shirt.
Yeah. You're over. Yeah.
Well, I guess it's almost like, it's like somebody's wearing your art. You know what I mean? And I think
for sure.
For
sure. Yeah. It'd be tough to make that decision. Do you just stand in the distance and kind of goof a little bit, or do you walk over and be like, "Hey, good looking shirt. I made that. Hope you dig it."
It's all right.
Where'd you get it?
Yeah, exactly. But it's a lot of work. That's the one thing that screen printing is. It can be super frustrating because there's a lot of trial and error. A lot of people do Cricut and they'll do the heat press stuff, like that, to each their own, but that stuff typically doesn't last very long, and especially if it's like a big piece, your shirt doesn't breathe, and it's all hot on your back.
It's good for like a one-time or two-time use, man. Yeah, you wash it a couple times and stuff.
Yeah, it's a boy shirt so you can rip it off and announce what you got. It's the. But I mean, that's the thing I like about screen printing is how, it stands up, holds the test of time if you do it right. So.
Yeah. It's certainly a little more intimate if you're thinking about from the perspective of making shirts. Not that we're talking about getting intimate with shirts, but yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Oh. Well, what are we going to research? Some dark cavern?
Some paranormal experience.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh shit. Well, on that note, we got about 2 minutes left here. We want to get time to make sure we wrap up and all that good stuff. Jeremiah, man, it's been a pleasure having you on. I love getting a chance to chat with you, and I think we absolutely should get you on.
Absolutely.
Closer to your comp, and we get a chance to plug that a little bit, man. Plug the Kentucky Villains a little bit, and see if we can't help draw some interest to that. Shoot us all. We got your bio. We'll put that up on the the Bearded Family page, the Bearded Business page.
And if anybody wants to connect with me, feel free. I'm on Facebook, Jeremiah Duncan. It's me. Well, it's like a little guitar playing picture. That's my profile picture. And I'm on Instagram at Into the Gates. That's my handle on there. So
nice.
Into the Gates. Yep.
Well, man, I appreciate you coming on. I know you had to make some special arrangements with your schedule.
It's all good.
Appreciate you. Love having you on, man. We're definitely going to have you back to plug the comp. And honestly, we do a whole other show. I think we didn't even touch on half of what you do. So.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Mr. Busybody.
No,
I know.
It's all good. I mean, fucking, hey, in all honesty, 20 minutes was just kind of like, holy shit, we know each other, and that's kind of cool. Yeah. No, I dig it.
Absolutely.
I dig it.
Charlie said he's gonna hit you up.
Yeah, I guarantee he's gonna. Yeah, that's my brown eye guy right there, man. So.
You my brown eye guy. Yep.
There's a cover song. There's one for your band.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
I appreciate you, gentlemen, so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Have
you.
A great
Have a good night, brother man.
You too.
Take care. We'll talk soon.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother man.
Hell yeah, man.
Good shit. Oh, man.
Fun night. Fun night.
I'm telling you what, I love being able to wrap up a Monday evening with such a fun conversation. We've got to get him back on soon. We didn't even like start to peel to crack the seal, so to speak. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, Postman.
Yeah. No, there's so many more layers to that onion, dude.
Oh my goodness. I don't know, just the fact that it's like, holy shit, yeah, you were the MC at the comp, and it was like, yeah, you pull that picture up. Yeah,
That's so funny.
No, this is awesome. Well, real
All
quick,
right, man.
before we, man, I think we all just plug. I don't know. We got a couple plugs, maybe Shape for Prostate. We probably ought to hit that one. Or
I gotta
go
hit
ahead.
one thing.
Do it.
I lost it. That's just my luck. The posters were hung at the theater with care, hoping soon all the beards would be there.
Yes. Would you look at that? That's
Our
fucking awesome, man. We got some
posters,
badass.
bro.
Yeah, that's some badass posters in front of a badass theater, getting ready for a badass competition. That's all I can think of, man.
Yeah, August 12th, Bearded Theater, Columbus, Indiana. Be there or you're not cool.
Yeah.
No, but just be there. Be there.
Yeah, just be there. It's gonna be awesome, man. I tell you what, there's been a lot of work, literally blood, sweat, and tears going into it. So yeah, St. Louis this weekend. Yeah,
Charlie brought up St. Louis. I'll plug that real quick. We got that coming up. I will see you there. You gonna be there, Charlie? If you're gonna be there, respond, because I'm gonna be there.
Yep. Hopefully, Charlie, you can hug my man's neck. I am not going to be able to make it this weekend, as much as that fucking sucks. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it out to St. Louis this weekend, especially the 10th annual. I wish for my first annual, not to make it to the 10th annual, but yeah, I hope y'all be safe. Sweet. Give this dude a hug for me. Yep. Mr. Wilson's going to be there. I'm feeling I got some serious FOMO going on, bro. Seriously.
And then Mr. Wiseman's got the Buckeye Beard Battle coming up August 19th. Going to have a bunch of good bands playing. Sounds like it's going to be a rocking time. Trying to make sure that stays on my schedule as well.
Yeah, we had Mike on a couple weeks ago, man, and thoughts continue to go out from his business partner. Miss Kaylee passed away, and it's just heartbroken. So thoughts and prayers.
Lots of love, man. Lots of love. And then we'll round it out with this, my friend.
Yes.
Schaefer Prostate. I checked the totals this morning. We are at $1,172 raised.
Hey, $1,100. We still got a couple weeks
to go.
For the
love and support, everyone.
I still got the koozies and air fresheners for sale. I'm going to have some for sale at the competition. If we don't sell out beforehand, which doesn't seem to be the case, but nonetheless.
There may be a very super secret auction item that is going to be very desirable that the proceeds will go to Schaefer Prostate. So you got to be there to win this auction because you don't want to win this auction.
Was that an auction item that may have came up after a recent show that occurred?
No. You're on the wrong page. Different book.
You're thinking about something different. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
But
well, there's going to be some cool.
It's still going on. We're raising money up until the day of our comp, August 12th. There's going to be some shaving on stage. A few gentlemen have put up their facial hair. We may have another way to raise a few funds. I don't know.
Charlie's always got an idea for raising money for charity, man.
Yeah, he's a charity raising. He's ready to go. Yep. But the PayPal's at the bottom. There's donations. Yep. I think there's 2 patches left available. And then we got the koozies and air fresheners, of course, available. Or just donate. It's a great cause, men's health, prostate cancer. Get out there and do some good shit.
There's the patches.
Patch, Bearded Flamingo. Thank you for those patches. They donated those in support.
Yes.
So, brother, I think that's Done Day Monday.
That's a Done Day Monday. Man, I tell you what an awesome evening. Get a chance to hang out with yourself, Jeremiah, and all of you. No, it's good stuff, man. It does my heart good. Makes me feel good. Such a good laughs. No, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Yes. Appreciate you, brother, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. We'll see you next week. Do good shit.
Do good shit.
Be good, y'all.